でもどのくらいまで説明するかですね。
Morning.
Thank you all for joining us this morning at the HIGHEND show. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lyle Smith and I'm the president of Sound United at Harman. Really excited to have these iconic brands back here at the HIGHEND show. This is a big moment for us, and I'm really proud to be representing Bowers and Wilkins on such an important milestone in the company history. So HIGHEND show has always been such an exceptional event, bringing together people who care about sound, engineering, craftsmanship, and the overall audio culture. It's truly exceptional. Where I'm really proud for us to be here at the HIGHEND is that we're going to be doing something that we've never done in our history for Bowers and Wilkins. It's been a remarkable 60-year career, or not career, time in the industry, and we've got an exceptional show for you today. And what I would like to tell you is also we have a BMW that we brought here for you to experience. So not everybody's had the opportunity to get to hear the Diamond Series level audio system in a car. So we brought one to the HIGHEND show. So if you haven't heard it, please stop by and listen to that. But today we're really here to celebrate also the history of Bowers, and not just thinking about the past. It's also about the future. Right, and today we're going to do something, as I mentioned, that we've never done before. And before we get to that, I'd like to turn it over to our VP of Brand Marketing and my good friend, Giles Pocock, to tell you more about the history.
Thanks, Lyle. Hi, everyone. I'm very, very aware that you're not here to listen to hear me talk. We've got a much bigger announcement to come, but I did want to mark the moment and just say, the 60-year piece is really important for us because it's been 6 decades of audio innovation, performance for craft, for audio engineering that's led, I would say, up to this point. So when John Bowers founded the company, it was driven, as you can see on the sign there, it was driven by a singular vision, and that vision was about reproducing audio in the most faithful way possible to the original recording. And we call that true sound, and that philosophy still guides everything we do, whether that be headphones, loudspeakers, wireless speakers, or as Lyle mentioned, the car that we've got in the car park. So all of those innovations, all of those 60 years, you could say, have come to this point which bring us here today. So you could say, in a way, that this product here that we're about to reveal has been 60 years in the making. So it is a very special moment for us. I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to hand over in a minute. You can see Andy lurking in the background. So Jackie, you're going to help as well. What we're all here to do today, drum roll, is to reveal the 5th generation of our 800 series Diamond range of loudspeakers. Woo! Get some photos. So with that, please welcome Andy Kerr to the stage.
肩がちょっと違う。
Thanks everyone. It's obviously fantastic to see you all here. There are some incredibly important people in this particular space that first off I want to take a moment to acknowledge. We have one of our most long-serving engineers, I won't embarrass him by naming him, in the room right at the back alongside a couple of other key engineers, and also the people who are responsible from the product team for delivering this. And I think all of these guys are often the unsung heroes. It's obviously my ugly mug up here talking to you, but we're representing each other, we're representing the brand, we're representing, as has already been said, a whole organization that puts its heart and soul into developing these products. Each generation of these genuinely does take 5 years. I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but we have already started working on the next one. no secrets about what's going into it yet, but that is how it works. We spend years and years collectively trying to advance the art of engineering in each generation of 800 series loudspeaker. And just to kind of help illustrate that, we brought along a few of the older models as well. Right back here is an original 1979 Series 80, the first generation that had that 3-component configuration. Next to it, a Nautilus 800, of course, you'll all recognize this model, very famously used to record things like Star Wars, not bad. And then most recently, bringing it up to date, our most current form factor, the D3 form factor, which introduced what we call the reverse wrap cabinet. Now that provided the seeds for what we're going to talk to you about today. But that product, as brilliant as it was at the time, has been firmly outdone by what we're now doing. And of course, there's a huge amount of work that goes into doing that, because if you make a loudspeaker that is already regarded as being good enough to be used by world-leading recording studios, to be used by world-famous recording artists, to be used by people who really care about sound, people like you, then obviously you have to try hard. And we've done lots of different things to try and improve it. Inside this loudspeaker is a completely new construction internally that greatly improves the overall stiffness of the enclosure, greatly improves the mechanical behavior of how it works. And as a result, when you come to listen to it in there, it does an increasingly convincing job of disappearing, which is not a trivial thing when it's as obviously big and heavy as it is. And that's, again, testament to the work that's gone into refining the design, developing the design over the years. On top of that, you'll hear it sounds even more refined, even more sophisticated than ever, but at the same time hasn't sacrificed any of the resolution that makes an 800 an 800. And when I say that, just in case we are not clear what I mean by that, this is a loudspeaker that has to fulfill an unusual dual role. This loudspeaker in the corner here, the original first brochure for it, the very first line says, a loudspeaker engineered for the discerning professional and the home user. It's an unusual thing to try and do, make a loudspeaker that's good enough for people who want to work with it, and also good enough for people who want to enjoy it. And all the way through, each iteration has always been inspired by that, the latest one even more so. So look at the rest of the range. We have obviously got some new colors as well. Ooh. So we have the dark walnut finish coming in over here. We have the lovely new, what we call stealth black, bringing in an incredibly deep and lustrous finish with a new higher quality paint finish and complementary dark metal detailing. This right here, of course, is an 804. Externally, it might look like the current 804. Internally, again, radically different product. It has a metal enclosure inside the mid-range assembly, which really transforms how it behaves. This product sounds much more like a headed model than it ever could do before. And again, it'll be very interesting to see your reaction to it when you get the chance to hear it. And then we have the 803 in the very new warm white with complementary champagne detailing as well. And then we come up to the 802. Of course, right over here is our other new finish, the light walnut. You saw it already when we first pulled the cloth away, complete with a complementary detailing. So we're very excited about all of that. We are in production of these things now, so we're live now, which is fantastic. It means we've been able to kind of actually talk about it rather than hide it and kind of hide the secrets for some months, which is obviously fantastic from everybody's point of view, quite a relief. And in September, we plan to be on sale across the world.
I think it's maybe because there's a 2 days in Silicon and there is a thing coming know where. Gazy, I will present you the product. I'm here with Andres Marquez from Spain, so I hope it will be great because I'm French, so my English is not perfect, and Andres also.
Mine is worse, so yeah.
So welcome. Here we have the 801 D5. This is a new iteration, so you can see with the look and feel of the speaker, it doesn't change so much if you look with the D4. But you see that the same construction since the year. If you take the first monitor studio you have in the room, it's still a bit the same design. It's like when you buy a Porsche Carrera, you want the same design through the age. You don't want a completely new car. You want to have better engine, better comfort inside. So it's exactly what we do. We keep this 60 years of knowledge and we bring it back, and we keep the same design. Subtle design changes. But before starting this, I will just explain. We are here with Mark Levinson. This new product from Mark Levinson. This is a 626 preamp. We will use it on top. We have the 632 power amps here. It's stereo power amps. We use it one for the high pass and other for the low pass. So we have it bi-amped on the speakers. We are also using a streaming in-was, so we have the Nazareth system with the in-was streamer, the relocker, and also the switch. I forgot the name.
Flow and net.
Yeah, all for the network. And then we have also from AudioQuest a conditioner to clean the power, and also AudioQuest cables everywhere, so from Firebird to all the cables. So first, let's start with music. The small journey we will make, it's going from smooth tracks and to go to more deep bass and more wider sound to see how the speaker can handle more energy than in the past. That's very important. And how clearer it can control the bass. That's really very, very nice. There is a huge improvement, and I will explain some detail in between the music. Let's start with one track. It's Hit or Miss from Odetta. It's more older track, more natural sound. Small hole in the wood, so it's hold the structure much tightly than before. We also changed the bottom plate. The bottom plate is now more heavier with also some masses inside to accord that there is no resonance and no vibration inside. So we improved this quite a lot. We
Lighter the
it's
bottom
heavier.
plate.
It's heavier.
Heavier, okay.
Heavier. It's much heavier. The speaker is like 15 kilo more than the previous one, so it's quite heavy. Also, we increase the structure inside, you know, this Bauer and Wilkins matrix structure in wood. We also reinforced the front plate. There was an aluminum front plate on a D4. And here on the D5, we increase the size, we increase the rigidity on this structure, so it's also giving more weight. And all the speakers are connected directly to this metal structure, so it's not on the wood, so it's more sturdy and more, you get more pressure and more control on the speaker. We worked also, here we use a mesh structure from the Signature series, so it's more wider open, so we have a metal diffusion on tweeter. We change also quite a lot of things inside. We change also the neodymium structure inside, same for the woofers. Many things. We also have in the back an aluminium structure, a casing to have it more rigid. That was not the case on the back. And now we also change the filters, and we have less filters. The signal pass is much shorter, and we change also some bypass filters. So it's quite a lot. Everything is quite new in the speaker, in fact, out of the shape. And we have now 4 different colors. You have the walnut dark, walnut lights. With this will be with black leather, the glossy black finish. The other one will be the light walnut, will be with gray finish and with champagne feet and champagne ramming. And you have now a warm white, also completely warm white. It's more beige, if I can say, but it's more warmer. And we have this finish still in black glass.
Is there any differences about the driver unit?
No, there's
Same
just part of the coil in the back, so we changed the neodymium structure to have better control. So we have more kick. But I will let you discover through the music. Here we'll play another track from Eric Clapton that was recorded during the lockdown, and all the musicians were quite far, each one from it, so they could not go tidy. So it's not like a band, but I think the recording is quite nice and it's still a natural recording. So let's try on this one.